I've got one more storyline, but I'm going to bring in our special guest, Jimmie Johnson, because this is specific.
Okay.
Jimmie will have specific intel on this. Jimmie, welcome to First Things First. Thanks for taking some time out of your day. We got a lot to talk about. Specifically, I wanted to talk about Kyle Larson as we were talking about guys, what we were excited to see. I was excited to see Kyle Larson, how he's going to perform, mainly for a very simple reason. We had him on. He's like, yeah, you know what I do? Race ovals. He's like, I know I don't do a ton of IndyCar, but I race ovals. I've got a lot of experience in this. And it's like, oh, yeah, that does make sense considering we just saw the Wolves beat the Lakers because they were taller. I'm like, yeah, that actually, that tracks. What do you think about Kyle Larson's
imagine that.
chances to win this race and overall doing the double, which I know you flirted with?
Yeah, I am rooting for him. I'd love for him to win in Indy and then finish second to one of my cars at the Coca-Cola 600 later on Sunday. But I'm so stoked he's doing it. It is such a cool accomplishment, and he's going to be competitive. I mean, we saw what he did last year. I don't think the starting position really reflects the performance of the car or what he's going to do. It's a 500-mile race. You know, a lot can happen, and Kyle's sharp. He's going to put on a great show.
All right, Jimmie, let's talk about what's going to happen before the race, which is you're going to be driving Tom Brady around. It's a couple, now I think of it, 2 7-time. There's 14 championships in that car with just 2 people. You've got 7 season-long championships. Tom's got 7 Super Bowl rings. I have been trying to get someone to tell me officially how fast you're going to be going, how fast you want to go, and how fast Tom is okay with you going. So I'm laying it all out for you.
Well, I appreciate that, and I think TB's opinion doesn't count. He's already sent a few text messages worried about speed, an accident, and motion sickness. So I have 3 objectives Sunday. Well, maybe 2. I probably shouldn't crash in front of the field, but make him sick and make him soil his suit.
Okay. So can we get a number though? Like, give me a. If I were to, I'm going to be betting the race. I don't think I can bet the fastest seat in sports with Tom Brady. But what's a good range or an over under for your top speed with Tom in the car?
Well, they say it's the fastest seat in the world, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I would imagine we've got to get up to 200 on the straights.
Oh,
I mean, at least that's.
Wow.
I'll be there tomorrow to shake down the car. And ironically, I think TV is going to come look. I sense a little fear, so I can't decide if I want him to be there or not. If I want him in there cold turkey and nervous. But tomorrow I'll have a better sense of it. But, with the headlines of fastest seat in sports, we got to let it rip.
Jimmie, I don't know if you've done this before, but how when celebrities or athletes or whatever do get in that fastest seat, how common is it for them to get sick?
It's not all that common. I think a road course, and certainly with elevation around a road course, would do that. On an oval, not the case. And I want him to watch this clip, but I would hate for him to see this because I've been torturing him enough about getting sick. But the chances are quite low.
Jimmie, in 2022, you were Indy Rookie of the Year. Can you explain how you're a rookie, but you're still an experienced driver? Can you explain how experience factors into this race? We've got a rookie at pole. At the same time, we got Elio going for his 5th. How does experience show up on the track?
Yeah, although I had a lot of experience on ovals and certainly racing at Indy in a stock car, for the race itself, I didn't expect the challenges that I had in traffic that took place. We had some issues. I qualified well, but had some issues and lost track position. And riding in the turbulent air, trying to overtake cars in front of me, man, it was tough. And that was an element that I just didn't have enough experience in that car, in that environment, to make something happen. And when I reflect back on the weeks practicing, I should have spent more time putting myself in that situation. I had a really fast car. I love seeing my car number at the top of the pylon. And I got caught up in single car speed a little too much. And so that's something I kind of reflect back on. And where experience in these specific cars at this track really does tilt it. It doesn't mean you got to be a 50-year-old guy, but getting 5 or 6 starts really makes a difference.
Jimmie Johnson, of course, with us. I'm so used to my old radio days, like I had to reset it.
I like that, though.
See it. Yeah, my
That's
apologies. So you have a unique. Listen, you're not going to say it. I'll say it. You're arguably the greatest stock car driver ever. You, the late great Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty are the only people with 7 season-long championships. We have talked to a lot of people with IndyCar that it's an odd dynamic where it feels like, yeah, you want to win season-long championships, but you have to win an Indy 500. Obviously, stock car racing has, I think, a similar dynamic, which is you want to be the season-long champion, but if you don't win a Daytona, then something feels like it's missing from your career. Can you just explain that from your experience on the stock car circuit, the balancing act between, all right, I want to, compile a great season, but then early in my season is my Super Bowl of the season, and how your performance in that race, if it, can set the table for the rest of your year?
Yeah, it's an interesting element. And I think NASCAR, with their playoff system and the 3 7-time champions that are in the sport, there's been a kind of optical switch to the championship outweighing the Daytona 500. In some other forms of motorsports, like sports car racing, the 24 Hours of Le Mans is everything. The championship is definitely important, but you're known for winning Le Mans. IndyCar is quite similar. And it really just falls back on the heritage and the history of the sport before it was either nationalized or made global, like you would see in sports car racing. So there is a way to shift it over time, and it may or may not happen. But the teams work so hard to be the champion, and we all know inside the ropes just how tough the schedule is and what it takes to be a champion. But to transcend the sport, there are these moments in motorsports that require winning the majors or winning at a major, or, compare it to Augusta. And Indy is Augusta for IndyCar racing.
Jimmie, you've had a lot of fun, poking fun at the GOAT quarterback, Tom Brady. Let's flip the switch. He's stepping into your arena. If you stepped into his, could you catch a touchdown pass from him?
If I had those sticky gloves, I want to believe I could.
I'm with you, brother. Those gloves are magnificent. I think we all could. You're right on the money. I love it.
Jimmie,
maybe drop a little air pressure out of the ball, sticky gloves. I mean, I got a chance.
Absolutely.
Jimmie, you have no idea what you just did to us.
All he talks about is the gloves. Every football highlight.
Jimmy knows.
I mean, one-handed catches these guys have. I know they're athletes.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Jimmie Johnson, thank you very much. As a longtime Patriots fan, I think 70 miles an hour is just fine. Tom's there smiling.
Understood.
I think that would be great. You go it's so hard to capture the car going 200 miles an hour. 70 is nice. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thanks,
You've got a
Jimmie.
race too in Charlotte, so good luck there.
Thanks,
Looking
Jimmie.
forward to see you on Sunday.
See you soon. Thanks for the sport.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.